Hello and welcome everyone. This is the first video in my free online guide focusing on creative writing for short stories and novels. This course will teach you just that, how to write better, and later on, how to edit and what to edit for, and so on. This is focused on the craft, not the story, and not the content. So, before we start on even the fundamentals, we must first discuss philosophy. Why do we write? Language exists to communicate, and we use prose to tell a story. Good writing is not writing that sounds cool or sounds elegant, but what communicates the story most effectively. We must think of our potential readers. In the age of social media and short-form content, we're waging a war to grab people's attention. Good, effective writing is the writing that makes our readers forget that they are reading. So, when we write, we need to reduce the friction between written word and reader as much as possible. When it comes to developing our writing, we are not making what we write more exotic, but easier to understand. So to write well, the first most vital step is to write simply. Simple is best. I often see amateur writers go to the opposite route. There is a certain perception that fancier words or more complex sentences leads to better writing. But that couldn't be further from the truth. We are telling a story. We don't want to wow people with our prose, because this distracts from the story. If the prose is amazing, then people lose the story for the prose. Imagine looking at a stained glass window. Sure, the window looks amazing, but we can't see the forest behind it. Here is an example to better illustrate this point. The pungent fumes of the shimmering divining dish ascended and curled in thick vapors of mist, colored a deep scarlet by the devil moon, Apollo. The smoke unfurled into the shape of flower buds and coiled around Saltha's body like a cloak. This example is too long, with many describing words that don't add more detail. This detail comes through subtraction, not addition. By removing adjectives, the nouns and verbs gain more strength. Over-the-top descriptions aren't necessary because our reader's imagination does a lot of the heavy lifting for us. The fumes of the divining dish rose as thick vapors colored red by the devil moon Apollo. The smoke unfurled like flower buds and wrapped Saltha's body like a cloak. This is a far stronger excerpt. It's clear, to the point, and it isn't as disruptive. So, when writing, we must also gain a deeper understanding of our readers and the expectations the readers place on us when they are reading, and what we can expect of our readers. Treat your readers as geniuses when it comes to description. You do not need to spend long describing, as whatever you describe, and no matter how articulately or precise you describe it, your reader will outdo you. Your job is merely to prod them in the right direction and get back to the story at once. Usually, a new setting is described with a quick sentence or two to set the reader in place, from which they can build upon. However, when it comes to prose, to action, to important aspects of the plot, treat them like an idiot. Be clear, be concise, be simple. If you give your reader the room to misinterpret something, they likely will. Your reader, however, expects to be treated with respect, so treat them with that respect. Let them reach their own conclusions. Do not repeat information again and again. Do not rehash the plot or experiences that they have just read. It's exhausting to read something and be treated as a child when you are reading it. In telling a story, we must condense and simplify our writing. We need to communicate with clarity and brevity. The strength of our writing improves the more we cut down and the more we remove. We cut out unnecessary words, very often our adverbs and adjectives, and search for more accurate verbs or nouns. When doing this, we often use the active voice. The active voice gives us more control over our writing and communicates more to our readers, compared to the passive voice, which places the object before the verb. The active voice shows a more direct relationship between our subject, verb, and object. Compare below. John was punched. Or Mike punched John. The second clearly and directly says who punched who. The first one is slower and gives room to remove the by Mike from the equation. With the active voice, we are expected to give details about our story, and the passive voice is often used as an excuse to obscure information and make it more difficult for our readers. Storytelling is also a matter of variation. Repetition has its place, but for the most part, we want to vary our sentence and paragraph length so as to keep every line new and fresh. With English, we have the luxury of a massive lexicon to vary how we describe or detail actions or details. But we must be careful. You have a thesaurus or Google at your hands, but when a reader stumbles upon a word that they have never encountered before, or have to rely on Google to help them, the connection is lost, and the flow of reading is severed. The readers are ripped out of the story, but this is where the creative part of creative writing comes to play. Verbs and nouns are our best friends, and by using them creatively, we can create vivid images in the minds of our readers. Look at this example below. Apollo's heat gripped the cracks of her skin and dragged out a film of sweat across her forehead, under her arms, and from the hollows of her cheeks. The heat could turn a man to a corpse within a day, but the people of the Thoroughway had mastered it long ago. It picked at the burns across her right arm, a relic from a kite hunt 4 years ago. A greater shame. Here I am using the verbs gripped, dragged, and picked to create a more earthy and intense environment for the heat. If I wanted to create a more pleasant atmosphere, I would exchange these words for words such as smoothed, spread, or embraced. You will notice that these verbs aren't literal. They are trying to evoke images through the action. If we are direct with our description, if I describe the heat as scalding hot, the reader will understand this, but they won't feel that intensity I am attempting to convey. Well, thank you all for listening. Our next lesson is about the fundamentals. So please watch that. Thank you very much. And before I go, I would just like to introduce myself quickly. My name is Black Sea Caviar. or well, that's the name I use online. And I would like to take a moment to introduce my website and the future project that I'm about to self-publish soon. It's been a long journey writing this, and well, I haven't had luck with traditional publishing because what I write is quite different to what is normally published. Like romantasy is quite popular, but I'm not too fond on romance, and I'm not too fond on the more generic fantasy. So I just wanted to take a moment to, let's say, what I've been writing. There's some free excerpts of my writing on there, and if you're interested, I'd really appreciate just adding your email to my little email list I've added, because then I can email you and inform you when my book has been released. I'm really excited about this book, and I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you enjoy reading what I've written, and I also hope that you enjoy writing what you're about to write. It's quite a long journey getting good at writing, and it really feels like the mountain just gets bigger and bigger the more you learn. And well, just I think overall the the most important tip I have for writing is to have fun. If you're writing to try and get published, you're in for a long road. But if you're writing for fun, then well, then you'll enjoy every step of the way. But yeah, anyways, I hope you all have a good day. Uh, yeah, looking forward to hearing from you. Please drop your comments down below. I always want to hear more of what you have to say.